What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a nice weekend. I know we're kind of at the tail end, so hope everybody's relaxing. Probably most of you are in bed, but yeah, I got a weird sleep schedule. So a couple of people have asked me about Pup Pup. Pup Pup is doing awesome. Say hello. Hi, guys. This guy's 6. Hey. Anyway, Pup Pup is doing well, so thanks to for some of you for asking about her. She had some issues before and has really bounced back. So keep your fingers crossed, man. Lots of issues with this little doggy, but she is a little fighter. So anyway, let's get back to the thread response. So I've got a thread response for, I think Robert Z started this thing. I just saw Metal Ron Haggerty's response, and it's songs that you never want to hear again. And so I thought this was kind of fun, and as always, these kind of videos are very lighthearted, tongue-in-cheek. They're not meant to put down anyone's music or put down people who do like this music. There's plenty of music I have that I listen to that others would probably scream if they were forced to listen to. That's just life, man. But yeah, just I'm going to do 5. And so these are just my 5 songs that I could do without ever hearing again. And again, this isn't meant to put anyone's taste in music down. So let's get started, shall we? So coming in at number 5 is a song that I heard over and over and over again because of my mom. My mom, she when I was growing up, there was this one station out of Atlanta, and they played all 60s and 70s. And then eventually they moved into early 80s, but they played these songs over and over and over. So the song that I'm talking about coming in at number 5 is Kansas, Dust in the Wind. This song, if I'd have heard it once or twice, I'd probably dig it. Not a whole lot, but I wouldn't hate it, But now that it's been drilled, into my head so much over the years, I've just come to loathe hearing that song. And that when it first comes on, you just know it's like, oh God. So I could do without ever hearing most of Kansas catalog, but especially that tune. Coming in at number 4 is a song that symbolizes a lot of the 90s for me, and the bad side of the 90s, the kind of not the death, because it's bounced back, but the 90s were a decade that was really the antithesis of what I like in music. So I've gone back and I can appreciate a lot of the 90s music now, but back when it was happening in the 90s, I was so frustrated with music. And nothing kind of signifies that more than Metallica's. I know a lot of you are going to be like, what? But yeah, Enter Sandman. That first track off of that album, the Black Album, Metallica self-titled, was like and I've done videos on a previous channel about it, so I'm going to go into detail. But that just was the start of it, and then grunge, and then where did my thrash go, and then what is this new metal? And anyway, just there were some good things in the 90s, but that song symbolizes what I don't like about the 90s musically. So anyway, so number 4, Enter Sandman. Number 3, there's really not a lot of songs I like by this band. They're not like Kansas in the fact that I don't like any of their tunes. I do dig a couple, and for some reason I like Mr. Roboto. I don't know why, but it wasn't as overplayed as a lot of the other songs. But Carry On My Wayward Son by Styx was really overdone, and yeah, if I never hear that song again, I will be so happy. So. And then number 2, we have, my brother's going to be mad, but Kiss, Rock and Roll All Night. Oh, God. he is to blame for that because he played that nonstop. You know, he had Iron Maiden, and he had Dio, and he had Deep Purple records, and he had all these great records. But man, did he just kill it with his Kiss collection. And it made me just loathe Kiss. And that was the start of it, and then Kiss's kind of commercialization over the years, becoming less of a band, more of a marketing thing, really drove me, you know, away from them. And but it all started with my brother just absolutely killing it with Kiss. I do dig a couple of Kiss songs. Again, they're not like Kansas, where there's not a song that I've heard that I like, but it's very, very limited, and it's a lot of their earlier stuff. Well, I won't say a lot, but a few of their earlier songs. But that's one song I could absolutely live without. And then coming in at number one, there's no doubt about my number one. It is the song that has been overplayed the most of any song. It gets so much recognition. Even today, this band is still talked about tremendously, and I've never really understood it. I know they've had a lot of hits, but to me, it's never been a band that I got into. And so, individually, I've liked some of their solo stuff. But the band, the Eagles, I mostly cannot stand. And if I never hear Hotel California again, I will be in this blissful state the rest of my life. So that is it. So, what songs could you go the rest of your life without ever hearing again and be happy? Let me know. Again, this is the thread response to Robert Z, and then Metal Ron did one, so I'm just throwing in my 2 cents. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope everybody had a great weekend. And sorry, it's Monday, isn't it? I took today off, so I still think it's Sunday. So forget all that stuff about have a great weekend. I mean, I hope you did, but now I hope you're having a good work week. So, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Papa. Bye, y'all. He's okay. I was just kidding. He's a pretty good fella. Oh, y'all be good. Farley and Pup Pup.